I'm talking with Mississippi College head coach John Bland as we look forward to this road game at West Georgia this Saturday. But first, Coach, let's look back to the homecoming win over Shorter. 41-20 was the final score. Choctaws got out to a 28-0 lead in that ball game. You know, there's always a possibility that that's kind of a trap game after you come off a big win 2 weeks ago and now you're playing an opponent that's struggling, but the Choctaws came ready to play.
Well, we knew that. We knew that Shorter had been playing good football. They had lost 7-0 the week before versus a good football team. They had played West Florida. It was 14-14 at half, and then West Florida goes on to beat them pretty good. But there's been several games that they have really been fighting. They've shown good things on both sides of the ball, and so we weren't really looking ahead, and we never have been. But I was proud of our team, no matter how much you talk to them about that and saying let's play our best each and every week. It's hard to do it, and our players did, though. They came out playing really extremely hard and well on both sides of the ball. We didn't make very many mistakes, but we probably could have done a few things better in the second half. But we also got some other guys in to play that was good for our team, especially.
Jordan Wright was the conference player of the week, had 127 yards and a couple of touchdowns. First GSC player of the week on offense for the Choctaws in a long, long time. You know, he's not a featured running back. You could say you've got 2 or 3 featured running backs on this team, but he has been a big contributor for this Choctaw offense.
No doubt. And the fullback, and our B-back in this situation is, pretty much the feature. But we also have, 4 backs total, with the quarterback included, the quarterback and the 2 slots, and also it's the triple option, and that's what it is. And so everybody could get the ball depending on what the defense gives us. And so if we're having the fullback, maybe he'll get the ball more one game than the quarterback gets it the next, and maybe the slots get it on the perimeter a little bit more on the other game. So this is just one of his, and I think our fullbacks have been really good. Jalen Jones has done a great job. Jordan Wright has done a great job. So they run the ball extremely well and hard, and it's hard to get them down. So really made a difference for our offense this season.
Well, your quarterbacks only had to pass the ball 3 times, and with the kind of the wet conditions, that maybe played a part of that decision, but getting out in front early probably also played a part in that decision. Was that part of the game plan going in? I know you're going to focus on the run,
sure,
but 3 pass attempts is a season low for this team. What went into the ratio of pass to rush this past week?
Well, we called a couple more than 3. It was not just, but Dietrich, when the pressure got there and they were covered, he took off and ran. So there was just a few more than 3, but it was partly how fast we jumped out and we got ahead. That's part of it. The second part was they were playing pretty soft. They were taking away the pass, and I think that has to do with, yes, our running game is strong, but we've got some receivers like Cole Rotenberry is fast and he gets behind a lot of people, and so they played extra deep on the safeties, and which prevented us from trying those, and we went ahead and ran the football more effectively.
Aaron Feazell is a young man who's been with this program now for 3 years, and started out as a quarterback of this program,
right,
and he's kind of been relegated to the sidelines for the most part during game action, but you found ways to get him involved because he is a big physical football player.
No
He
doubt.
can do a lot of things, and it's got to be good for you as a coaching staff to see here's a young man who's active on campus, SGA president, sticking
Yes.
with this program and being involved.
No doubt. Well, we got several guys that are like that. We've got a great group of young men. I've been really proud of them, not just on the field, but off the field. And we've got several of them that have excelled in the student body. And we've got one as the president. We got another one as the vice president, Damon Wright. And so we feel good about that. Now that just because they're that, we don't just put them in the game just to keep them happy. They earn that right there on the field. And Aaron has done a great job. He's also got an award for the AFCA All-State Good Works Team. That's the most unbelievable award that I think I've seen. And I'll tell you why. Is because being the president's really big now, don't get me wrong. But this right here there's 22 players on this AFCA All-State Good Works Team, 22 players in the country, and 11 of those are Division 1A, and the other 11 come from the 1AA, the Division 2, the Division 3, and the NAIA all combined. And for him to be one of those 11 is amazing. So he's done a lot of good works and community service, and also excelled in the classroom and on the field. So we're getting him the ball though. Sometimes we did that on that extra point, and he scored for us. He hasn't left quarterback completely. He's also an emergency quarterback and knows what to do there, and is one of our receivers. So he's a good blocker. He's big physical, and he's also a big target.
Well, you mentioned he scored on a couple of 2-point conversions this year. You know, the Choctaws, when they've had chances to run either a 2-point conversion or a play
Right.
that's buried somewhere deep in the playbook, the team has really executed those plays well.
We have. Coach Weiser's come up with a good plan each week, trying to help our kickers out a little bit and take some of that pressure off. If you kick it every time, they lay their ears back and they come, and it makes it very difficult to get it off the timing wise. And you got to have a great snap, a great hold, and then you got to kick it through there. Well, when they're not rushing quite as hard, it makes it a little bit easier. So we do a couple of those things to help slow those guys down a little bit. And we've had that throw to Aaron, and also Aaron ran one in. And so that's helped us a little bit for our kicking game.
Well, as you saw, and we all saw, the Choctaws showed up at number 8 in the regional rankings this week. It's a great honor for this team. It shows that a lot of people are now paying attention to what Mississippi College is doing. Do you think that's a message the players understand and are able to conceptualize?
I do. You know what? I've always thought this through this season as we've gotten better and better. And each game, the ones that we lost, you know, to Valdosta and West Florida, I felt like we had chances to win those games. So I believe that you know, going into overtime was not our goal, but that's one of the reasons that we're number 8 right now. Now, we have to finish. This is good to be there, and it's good to be number 8 in the region. We want to be number 7 or better. That's to get you in the playoffs. But to do that, to have a chance to do that, we have to win each and every week, starting with this week versus West Georgia, and then we have to win out. So our players have confidence. And I think they're excited about that. There's no doubt, because that is our goal. Our goals are to win the conference. Our goal is to make the playoffs. Our goal is to get into the postseason. And so they see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We've put in a lot of hard work, and hopefully they'll continue to work hard and get better, and those goals can be achieved.
Well, West Georgia's won 3 of their last 4 ball games, beat West Alabama last week, and they've got a 5th-year senior starting quarterback who has thrown for 3 300-yard games already this season, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. It's going to be a really tough ball game, tough test for the Choctaw defense.
It is, and our defense has been playing extremely well and been tackling really well, so hopefully we can continue to do that, but also not give up those big plays. And I think if our defense has a good plan, Coach Gilbert always does, we can execute the plan and play well. I think we'll have a good opportunity to win again. And that's our goal, though. It is going to be a definite challenge. I know West Georgia has always been one of the more talented teams in the league, although all of them are talented, but they've had some Division I transfers, and you know, you get the stars, the 2 stars, the 3 stars. They've got those guys, and so it'll be a challenge for us. Hopefully, our players. I know we've got the confidence. We just need to play our best football.
You've got looking for your first road win. The 3 losses have all been on the road, but they've been against the 2 top teams in the conference and then the Division I team in Alcorn State. So here's a big chance to let somebody else outside of Clinton see how the Choctaws are playing.
You bet. And like I said, we played well, but we've made some mistakes. We've made mistakes here at home too. I think our competition level on the road has been a little more difficult. With playing the best 2 teams in the league right now, but as 7 games have been played, that was determined. You know who's on top, and it just happened to be the ones we've lost to. So we probably helped them get that ranking by losing to them. So hopefully we can play our better football on the road, and we'll get us a victory.
Well, Coach, again, we appreciate your time. Wish you good luck in this Saturday's game.
Thank you.